Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is the review and player ratings for the Norwich versus Arsenal game where Arsenal drew 2-2 away from home. Joining me as ever is my partner in crime in this when it comes to this stuff, Lee. Say hello to the people, Lee.
I would say good evening, but it's not a good evening, is it? Before this game, it was our worst start or worst run since '92. Anyone got the stats of what it is now? Because it might have gone back to the '80s. Might have, though, innit? It might have gone back to Terry Neal era, mate. I'm just watching the Everton game, Leicester Everton. Where's my boy Georgie, the mouthy Leicester fan? Because they're currently 1-0 down at home to Everton.
I know, right? My man always comes in when Arsenal loses.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just watched a couple of the fan cams, Claude's and Lee Judge's, and Lee Judge's said pretty much what I said. If Emery picked that team and did them subs, everyone would be going mad. Yeah, and then he named out the players that I named out that played well. Leno, man of the match. Aubameyang did well. It's now 1974. That's got to be a wind-up. 75, someone's saying. Is it actually that bad? God.
That can't be. It's got to be a wind-up.
That's got to be wind-ups, yeah. Seriously. But no, listen, he was saying that he was saying what I was saying. And this is the thing. A lot of people are saying, oh, you're being harsh. It's only Freddie's first game. Well, regardless of whether it's Freddie's first game, he's been in and around training every single day, all season. Yeah, all season. I didn't expect him to pick Granit Xhaka today. No. Having been a top player for Arsenal, yeah, that won trophies, titles, and scored goals for fun for Arsenal, I didn't expect him to pick somebody who disrespected the club the way he did. Xhaka did. I didn't expect him to pick Kolasinac when Tierney's in the squad. I didn't expect that, although I did think Kolasinac played all right. I didn't expect him to bring on Bukayo Saka when we need a goal because he's only ever scored one. Martinelli scored more on his debut than he scored in his whole Arsenal career. I didn't expect him to not bring on Pepe. I didn't expect Mesut Ozil to play 89 minutes. Yeah, worst run since 1975. Can't believe what I'm watching, says Kevin. That must be true then. Well, there you go. 1975, I was still floating around in my old man's sack. Sorry, that's probably got you a flag now as well.
I know, right?
Yeah, but yeah, it's not been great, is it? Let's be real. And yeah, sorry, the TV's about to turn itself off. How do I stop this, mate?
Just press the
this one?
remote controller, the OK in the middle. Right. Oh, the other one.
Sorry, bear with me, Cheek. One sec. Where's the other one?
No problem. I'll talk.
There it is.
While you're sorting that out. I think from my perspective, I'm going to try and do some encouragement. I think in the first half, there were good signs that something was different. We kept the ball a lot, kept the ball pretty well, created a lot of chances. I thought Lacazette was awful today, considering that. But I thought largely we were pretty good, and then all of a sudden in the second half, that level just dropped considerably, if we're being honest. And in the end, I won't say we were lucky to draw the game because I think we should have been about 4 or 5 up in the first half anyway. But in the end, it took Leno to make a couple of really good key saves to keep us in the game. And that, to me, is just it's unacceptable. I mean, and especially when you take into account that Leicester are currently losing, United are losing, and I know United are
losing.
Yeah, United are losing one.
Oh, wow. At home to Villa, you know.
Yeah.
I told you that glorified PE teacher won't be sacked because he's a club legend.
Yeah. So I think it's just we keep losing opportunities not only to kind of put a gap between us and the likes of United, but also making up. I mean, I don't think we'll catch Leicester anyway, but making up ground on people above us. It's just annoying. It's just so annoying.
It brings back a little bit of confidence and a little bit of actually we might be able to move up the table a little bit, and that gets the ball rolling then, doesn't it? But at the end of the day, Chig, when the big moments needed to happen, the fact and reality is it didn't happen because he went with pretty much what Emery would go with. But
this is an interesting point from Elliot, and big up Elliot. He says he hopes that Freddie doesn't have an English bias with the youth, keeping Willock on for so long, and then bringing on Saka for Guendouzi. He bottled the subs, and I think that was the story of the game, really. And I think that's the very point you're making.
Yeah,
he bottled the subs. He bottled the starting lineup. If we're being honest,
bottled the starting lineup big time.
But he bottled the subs ultimately, and I think that's what caused us to lose the game. He didn't. To me, the most disappointing aspect is if you get the starting lineup wrong, all right, but then at least if you can see it's not going right, fix it.
Yep.
And you're not doing things to fix it, and leaving your £72 million player on the bench.
What's he got to do to get a game? By the way, why did we buy him? What's he got to do to get a game? Why did we buy him?
Yeah, and I must admit that's a point you've made from the very get-go.
Yeah,
that you weren't sure we needed him in the first place. But once we got him, we don't seem to play him. So what was the point? Might as well have gone and
that money. We should have spent that money on Upper Meccano.
Yeah,
and sorted our defence out. Instead, we didn't, and we've now got a £72 million bench warmer that only the likes of the richest clubs in the world can afford to have. Yeah, we're struggling to win games. We're struggling to score goals. And let's be real here. Without Leno today, we would have lost. Yeah. Without Aubameyang today, we would have lost. Them two today got us a point because the rest of them were all right. They weren't fantastic. I thought Xhaka played all right. I thought Kolasinac played all right. Yeah, but let's be real here. Them two shouldn't even be in the starting 11 anyway. I've said it for a long time, mate. Yeah, we need a manager that's ruthless enough to drop these players that keep starting that are not good enough for the players that are sat on the bench that are good enough that never get a chance. And until we find a manager that does that, we'll still be sat here in a year's time moaning about results.
Yeah, 100% agree. All right, let's go into it. Let's not waste too much time. Let's talk about Leno, who I know is your man of the match, is my man of the match. What do you give him?
Leno, I think he's the only one worthy of this score. I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, man of the match comfortably. Yeah, I thought he was fantastic. And like I said, without him today, I know we had a few chances in the first half and that. Yeah, second half we didn't create a great deal. But without him today, that would have been a cricket score. Yeah, he made some good saves, man. That one where Pukki skinned Mustafi and sent him back to Germany, bruv. Yeah, that was a good save. Yeah. He made a couple towards the end that were really crucial because it was right in the last couple of minutes. There was no comeback from that.
He had a one-on-one effort today, which I thought was pretty good.
The one where he tipped onto the post. Yeah, that was a good save. I'm going to give him an 8. I thought comfortably man of the match. Yeah,
I think so. I know some people think he should have got more. Play along, by the way, guys. Don't hesitate. You know, I will pin your scores up as we go through this. Please do stick a like on this video. Hit that like button. I'll appreciate it greatly. Let's talk about. You know what? Maybe I should start with this one. Callum Chambers. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he was poor today. In defending him in the first half, I thought he was equally, if not even more, poor in the second half. And I got to admit, I'm having a lot of major doubts as to whether he's good enough now. And I was a big defender of Callum Chambers for so long. But the last 2 games in particular, I've been very disappointed. And yes, I know he's playing right back, and I still think he's a centre back, contrary to what I know Lee thinks. But in my view, even as a centre back, you should be able to pass the ball, bruh. Just a short pass. You should be able to pass the ball. Forget crossing. Just pass the ball. And I think he struggles with that. So much so, I'm actually going to give him a 1 out of 10. I thought he was terrible today.
Wow.
I actually thought he was the worst player on the pitch.
Oh, he was definitely the worst player on the pitch.
So,
Definitely the worst player on the pitch.
I had to savage him. I had to. Listen, for me, I have my favourites, but I can be honest with my favourites.
Well, I'm not going to be as ruthless. I don't think he was a 1. I thought he was better than a 1. He got in some good positions. The thing is with him, he's not a natural right winger, but I do think defensively he's normally better at right wing than he is at centre back. But when he gets into that forward position as a right back, yeah, it just can't cross the ball properly sometimes. It's hard. The whole way he sets up is just not right to cross the ball. So then he scuffs the ball. And then that makes you wonder, is he a professional footballer? It's like, how can you not cross the ball? I don't care if you're 6 foot tall and 14 stone or whatever. Yeah, cross the ball properly, mate. Take your time to cross the ball. I'm not going to be as harsh. I'm going to give him a 2. He was poor.
The way you said you won't be as harsh, I was thinking, okay, he's going to give him a 4.
No, 2. He was shocking.
He was shocking. Let's go with David Luiz.
I'm going to give him a 3.
Yeah.
The reason I'm giving him a 3 is he was better than. I
don't think he was better than Mustafi.
No, he wasn't better than Mustafi.
He was better than Chambers.
He was better than Chambers, but I don't necessarily blame him and Mustafi. When you've got Joe Willock walking around the pitch, when you've got Granit Xhaka too far up the pitch, when you've got Guendouzi too far up the pitch, as soon as there's a turnover, they're isolated. They then look bang average. You could put Maldini and John Terry side by side in our defensive setup. When you've got your midfielders bombing over halfway and not tracking back properly, they ain't going to be able to defend properly. It doesn't matter, even if it's a B-Tech Griezmann or not, bruv. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give him a 3. I just thought, I don't think he was the worst player on the pitch, but he didn't do anything for me today to just look at him and go, yeah, you actually done that good today. Yeah, it was nothing well.
I barely noticed him, and in my view, whilst I don't think they had any disastrous defending per se, I just think playing the two of them together, I think you're asking for trouble. It doesn't exactly reassure the goalkeeper, who I actually thought did really well today. But I just don't want to see those two as a pairing again. And I thought that was the first thing that I saw in the starting lineup, where I was like, oh no, Freddie, what going on here? Then I saw if Granit Xhaka was started, I was like, oh dear, what are you doing? So yeah, for me, I'm going to give Luiz a 3 as well. Mustafi, I'm going to give a 4. I thought he was a little bit better. Put in some effort today. I did think got caught out a few times in his position, which is why he won't get a 5 for me today. But out of barring Kolasinac, I actually thought he was the best defender. And at least put in some effort. Even when he messed up, tried to bust a gut to get back in there. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, I want to see more from him, but at least effort, I can forgive any mistake, And I saw some effort in there. So I'll give Mustafi a 4.
I'll agree with that. I'll go 4. I don't think he was at fault for that first goal. I think it was between Luiz, Xhaka, and Mustafi. None of them really did anything against that first goal. Yeah, and nobody took control of the situation. But I don't think he was that poor. There was a chance in the second half. Like my mate showed me a picture, 91st minute. Yeah. And 91st minute, and Mustafi's flying across the floor head first as the keeper's running through on goal. Then there was the one where Pukki spun him up and sent him back to Germany, bruv. Yeah, but I do think he was better than Luiz. Maybe I don't know.
People severely disagree with us on Mustafi, but
yeah, maybe I'm saying I don't know, but.
It's all about opinions. Listen, he got a 4. It's not exactly great. Let's be real here. Okay, let's talk about Kolasinac. Actually, for his first half effort, second half, I thought he went back to old Kolasinac. But for his first half efforts, I thought it was pretty good. Second half, I thought that dropped. There was a couple of crosses where I thought, oh, bruh, do a little bit better than that. But actually, I thought, barring Leno, was the best out of the defense. And for me, I will give Kolasinac a 5.
Yeah, I'm going 5. We're actually agreeing.
Yeah, I know, it's scary, isn't it?
Proper. So yeah,
all right, I suppose that's where your marks stop, or are you still marking one midfielder?
Yeah, I'll do Willock.
Okay, let's do Willock. Let's do Willock. I thought Chambers was the worst player on the pitch, so for that reason, I give Willock a 2 because I don't think it's far off.
Well, I'm going to give Willock a 2 as well, but I think Chambers was worse. Chambers weren't quite a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither was Willock, but Willock was closer to a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think Willock was lightweight, terrible. And I must admit, I'm with you. I actually think he might need just an ego check and put him in the under-23s for a few games.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right. Yeah,
because I think sometimes with these youngsters, you give youngsters too much too soon and they take it for granted. And he looked like, and I must admit, I rewatched the goals because I must admit, I didn't see Willock in the goals initially, the part he played in them. And then I rewatched the goals that went in for Norwich.
He's jogging on both.
And he's jogging on both. He actually is jogging on both. And for me, that looks like a player that almost thinks like, I made it. I don't need to bust about.
Freddie is the manager. Freddie will pick me every week.
Yeah.
No,
and I like Willock. I like Willock a lot. But I also think that we shouldn't be blinded just because they're one of our own.
Yeah.
So I think,
Jake, let's be real here, right? Let's just be completely real.
Go on.
Is he going to have a long career at Arsenal, full term for the next 10, 15 years? Probably not. Probably not.
I hope so. I think it's a bit soon to say definitely not, but I could see why you say that.
Yeah, probably not. Bukayo Saka, probably not. Yeah. Guendouzi, probably not. We're selling. We're cashing on him.
Yeah, he's an investment. I've said it to people.
Because it doesn't matter what people say about Guendouzi. Ain't nobody talking about 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 million for Willock, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true though, isn't it? You can slap Guendouzi off as much as you want, and he's a lightweight, he's a flop, he falls over, he holds the ball, whatever. Yeah. Fact is, we'll sell him for at least 40 million quid. Yeah. We ain't selling Willock for that. Even if he plays the next 25 games all season and then plays half of next season. Yeah. We still ain't selling him for £40 million plus. Yeah, so listen, I like him. I said I wanted him in my starting 11. I picked him in my starting 11. I said all season that he should be playing games. But let's be real here. Thursday, I said it as well. Thursday, he was poor. He kept holding the ball too long, and I kept digging him out for that. Yeah, today, he was shocking, bruv. Yeah, it's only the fact that Chambers went, oh, don't worry, bruv. I'll drop an even worse performance. That he weren't. Yeah, but at the same time, Willock should have come off at half time for jogging back on both goals.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, when you see the reverse angle of that second goal, so you're looking at it from behind the goal as they're coming to the goal, you see Xhaka busting a nut to come get the ball, bruv, and he's just jogging back. Yeah. And that's bang in line on the halfway line with Freddie Ljungberg. So why ain't you seen that? And if he has seen that, why ain't he subbed him?
Agreed.
Yeah? So, 2.
Okay. I suppose it's me from now on. Granit Xhaka, I thought was very good. I have to admit it. I thought he was good. Whilst I wouldn't have started him more for his outburst a few weeks ago, to me, I thought he was very good. Did what he had to do, kept it largely simple. I still think the guy can't pass more than 5 yards. Can't pass less than 5 yards. For some unusual reason, there was a chance that all he had to do was just tap that into Aubameyang's path. And for some reason, he tried to be clever with it. But other than that, I think he's a decent enough player. Played the anchor pretty well. I say decent enough player today, mind you.
Sorry to cut you off. Can I just read this comment from Buster Cherry?
Go on.
We were shockingly wake the hell up. Did you not watch my watch along where I was just ripped into everyone? Yeah, did you not watch that when I said Freddie?
You was the one person saying we were shocking.
Yeah, I'm the only person who's sitting there giving it. Yeah, we're rubbish, mate. Freddie got it wrong. I don't want him as manager. He got it. He cocked up today. He bottled it. Yeah. Did you not watch that? If you didn't, go back and watch it, mate.
Yeah. I think Granit Xhaka will get a 6 from me. I know some people are saying a 5. I'll give him a 6. I thought he was all right. Guendouzi. Oh, this won't be popular. I don't think is going to be anywhere near as bad as I'm sure Twitter are saying right now. They're going to say
we all know that Twitter isn't representative of the fan base, mate. So it don't really matter what they think. Let's be real. Yeah. If it was, then Wenger would have gone 7 years ago, wouldn't he? About 1 million people would have turned up to protest. Yeah, come on.
Twitter. 200 people watching. Please do stick a like on this video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, please. For me, I thought Guendouzi was trying. Another one who I thought was driving from deep. Passes were decent. Hit one beautiful crossfield pass towards Aubameyang that I actually thought that Aubameyang tried to cross and we should have done better with in terms of trying to convert it. But other than that, I thought Guendouzi was okay. But people will say that he was crap and he's not good enough to be an Arsenal player. Yada 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 yada. I've heard it all before. 5 out of 10 for Guendouzi.
Can I just read this comment out? Read John. Sad fact: when Freddie and Mertesacker are better than the starting 11.
Yeah.
We'll put it this way. Mertesacker, even though I didn't want him on the bench, and it was just, I said it on the watch along, I was like, it's kind of sad how far we've fallen that Mertesacker's giving instructions to Torreira. Yeah. Right. It's true though, let's be real. Yeah. He was a good defender, don't get me wrong. Right. Whether you rated him or not, the guy could read the game. Yeah. But he would walk into our defence as the best centre back right now. And Freddie into midfield as the best midfielder.
Listen, every time, I don't care what anyone tells me, every time Koscielny had a decent game, sat next to Mertesacker, that's because Mertesacker's calling the plays. I'm telling you that now.
Mertesacker covered his backside and covered all his errors, bruv. Yeah, but that's the boss. My man can't.
Mertesacker was slow, and that's why he didn't get the plaudits he deserved, really.
The boss.
But other than that, he was a much better defender.
Do you remember the cost the boss? My man can't boss his misses in the sheet. I remember when I dropped that one.
Yes, I remember that legendary Koscielny. Right.
Oh, you're disrespectful. Yeah, guess what? Yeah, my man disrespected us when he left. So everything I said about him was right.
And just so you know,
look at the chick. Get the glasses on.
Which sexy soul brother called Mertesacker to play this final? Which sexy soul brother
the funk soul
was the one that called it, and everybody was saying, "Chig, you've lost it. You don't know what you're saying." Watch that preview, people. It's a certain hexy chocolate teddy bear sat right here that said that.
A chocolate teddy bear, you know. Do you know what? It's lucky you said that, because if I said that, bruv, from YouTube.
Straight up. That was your boy Chig that called that one.
Yeah, my man was fully sat there with the shades on, like, yeah, what?
Straight.
And that's none of my
out and everything. Because not only did he play well, my man was mad at the match that day.
Yeah, he was
on
good
that thing that day.
Like, bro, I didn't realize he had that in him one more time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, oh gosh, we lost our flow now.
You done Guendouzi, yeah?
Oh yeah, we've done Guendouzi. 5 out of 10. Ozil. If it wasn't because 2 other players I thought were worse, he'd be the worst player on the pitch. I thought had a decent 15-minute spell in the first half. Let's be honest, it weren't more than that. 15-minute spell in the first half. And then went missing. Throughout the game.
Have they found him yet?
I don't think they have.
There's a search party around Norwich looking for him right now.
Do you know what I mean? He'll be on
your haters.
He'll be on Crime UK. Oh, he was terrible today. I don't want to hear it. It was terrible. 3 out of 10. Straight up.
Look at this comment from Sexual Vanilla Lee Gunner. Yeah. Great. Now I'm going to create another account and name it Sexual Chocolate Teddy Bear.
I knew it. Do you know, as soon as I said it, I bet he said something like that. I knew it.
Well, I actually think you're being a little bit hard. What did you give him?
3. Bun him.
Okay, I'm not saying nothing then. Okay.
Bun him.
Yeah.
Brother, the way I see it, Chambers 1, Willock 2, Ozil 3. They're the 3 worst players on the pitch.
You think Ozil was worse than Lacazette?
Oh, all right. 4th worst player on the pitch. Because I ain't gonna lie, Lacazette was terrible.
Might as well go Lacazette next then, innit? Go on,
all
come
right,
on,
let's go Lacazette. 2.5. He was terrible. Let's be real. He was terrible. Every time the ball came near him, my man would be fouling it.
He was allergic to the ball today, innit?
Yeah. He looked so heavy-footed, clumsy, and he was moaning at the ref. I'm like, why are you bitching at the ref? You're the one fouling. It was terrible. It was terrible. 2.5 out of 10.
Jesus.
Aubameyang, I actually thought was very good today. Very good. Even this is one of those rare games where even if you took away his goals, I'd still say he was very good.
Right, yeah, he did. And he was shoved on the right wing for most of it.
Yeah, he was everywhere. Right, left, trying to make something happen.
Scored the goal.
I'm going to say, sorry, let me remove this genius. Oh, I look like a thumb. Blocked.
So it says the guy who set up an account in the name of Lucas Torreira.
Exactly. I'm going to say an 8 out of 10.
Wait, look at this comment. Buster Cherry says, Lacazette looks like LeBron James. Yeah, but too often plays like Etta James.
But too often plays like Etta James. Yo, Etta James is. Oh my gosh. Buster Cherry. Imagine Buster Cherry to be this older, American guy, ain't got time, has witnessed too much BS over his life, and now just says it as he sees it. Buster, am I right? Am I right?
He is, man.
Let's talk about the subs real quick. Saka, a 2.
Do you know what? Yeah. Can I just say something? I retract my statement about the worst player on the pitch. But I'm going to stick with my score for the worst player on the pitch. But my score when I come to my substitute is going to be worse than the worst player on the pitch. Yeah? And the reason that is because the worst player on the pitch didn't play for the whole length of the game, which is why he's going to get a worse score than somebody who played for longer, because at some points in that game, Chambers played half decent, yeah, for maybe a 30-second period. What did Saka do when he came on? Saka did absolutely nothing apart from keep giving the ball away and free kicks, yeah? I'm going to just tell you. In fact, I'm not going to tell you what my score is. I'm going to save it. Right?
I'm going to say that gives you.
Saka is going to get a worse score than Chambers, who was the worst player who got 2. Yeah, Woo. But that's because Chambers played 90 minutes. So substitutes you can kind of mark slightly separately. Yeah, there's an impact on the game.
Saka was shot, and you know I want that kid to do well. But I must admit, for me, that's another one that I think could do with a spell back in the under 23.
Yeah, put him back in the under 18s.
Yeah, just humble him a little bit. So yeah. It's not harsh to judge the kid. As soon as the kid is old enough to play, they're old enough to get marked.
Let's be real here. At the same age as Saka, Michael Owen was pinging in 15 goals a season for Liverpool. Yeah. So I'm blocking me on your channel. Well, there's a reason you're
saying it. I've only penned it only because Nims has been saying this to me for ages. That tell me to unblock me.
Why are you blocked? Tell me why you're blocked. DM me on Instagram why you're blocked, and I'll consider it.
I've not blocked him, so I must have been here. He's usually cool with me, so I've not blocked him.
But no, honestly, I'm not trying to compare Saka to Michael Owen. But the point is, if you're old enough, you're good enough. Yeah. At the moment, he's not good enough, so it doesn't matter about his age. And just because his age is 18 doesn't mean that you give him a pass, because you're in the first team, yeah, and you've done nothing. How many games has he played this season where I've sat there and I've said, why is Saka playing? Yeah, it's too many games, bruv. He's played more games.
Maybe loan him. I think you're right. You know, initially I was like, I don't know about loaning him.
2 months ago.
But loan him.
Right. Let me get my smug face on, yeah?
Oh, all right. But I think loan him in the Championship. Do an Eddie with him and give him some games and harden him up a little bit. I mean, I know he's 18 years old, but I don't think it could do him any harm. Like, loan him, see what happens.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, exactly. What score are you giving him?
I gave him a 2.
Oh, sorry. Martinelli didn't got him for what, 1 minute plus stoppage time?
Yeah, I'm not going to give Martinelli a.
What about
Torreira? The one thing I would say for Torreira, when he came on, they stopped creating chances. But he came on so late. It was just like, well, what good does this do now? But they at least stopped getting like really gilt-edged chances when Torreira came on. So
yep,
I'll give him that much. So for that reason, I will give him a 5 out of 10. Freddie. I have to just be real, Freddie. I still love you, but I'm not blinded by that love. So I'm just going to be honest. The starting lineup from the get-go was wrong. And I could have forgiven that if you then fixed it during the game, which you didn't. I still don't understand why Pepe wasn't on the pitch. It's just like, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And for that reason, I have to give you, we didn't lose the game, so I'll give you a 3 out of 10.
Fans?
I never like marking the fans because I can't hear them now whenever we do these things.
All right, we'll just give them a 10 because they drove all the way to Norwich and it ain't
yeah.
It's in the middle of nowhere, bruv.
I assume they're away fans, so I assume they were passionate.
Mate, I looked on Troops' Insta. Yeah, they were going mad when Aubameyang scored his goals. So you expect that on goals anyway, but look what I sent you about Mesut on Insta.
Okay.
Let me have a quick butchers. Let's read it out. Come on, bruv. Let's read it out. Literally sent me a post.
Look, this my guy actually made the damn channel.
Ozil's game by numbers. 1 shot on target, 0 successful take-ons, 0 big chances created, 0 created from open play, 0 assists, 0 goals. What did you make of his performance? ? Yeah. Well, it's funny. Listen, it works both ways, yeah. Because guess what? If he had scored or got an assist today, or done successful take-ons, that who my man's put up on there with all them stats. I don't know if you can really see. There you go.
I can now. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been full up if it was Mesut had a good game. So why not do it when he's had a bad game? Yeah.
Why not?
It's fully, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fully going to share that post on my story as well. Thank you for that, mate. I'm fully sharing that on my story.
So yeah, that's pretty much that. I guess there's not a lot else to say. I mean, from Freddie, we were hoping. I did say this yesterday. That let's hope that I'd be doing a happy player ratings with Lee. It's not that. It's not a completely disappointing one, but it's not. I'm encouraged by the first half, but I'm disappointed and worried going forward. Like, what was the second? Like, for me, this is a chance to establish. Like, I'm going to put my own stamp on this team.
Yep,
and he didn't do that. It's almost like he tried to experiment with players that hadn't been playing games in a while. And that made me think, well, why would you start Kolasinac? Why would you start? You know,
especially when why would he didn't travel? Like, why not play him? If he's good enough to sit on the bench, he's good enough to start.
None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. And I think I'm going, and I know you won't like this, but I'm, you know me, I have a different perspective to these things. I'm going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt and see what happens in the next game. Having said that, please don't get it twisted. I don't want Freddie as the fixed full-time manager. I didn't before today. Today confirmed I don't want him as the full-time manager.
They confirmed I don't want him at all.
And from my perspective, whether it's Allegri, whether we can still make a play for Jose, as I started to see people say, whoever, I think as a full-time manager, that means not Arteta either.
Can I just answer this question from Dave Singh, who says, I have faith that he will turn the team around. Now he's in charge. Where was the other one I was going to read out as well? There was one here, he must be given to, I've lost the comment.
He's only had a day or so with the team.
Yeah, right. Well, he hasn't only had a day or so. He's been the first team coach, assistant manager to Unai Emery all season. So what are you talking about? Yeah, all season. He's been training that squad all season. About one day. Yeah, come on, mate. Yeah. Listen, I appreciate your comment and you're watching it, but come on, he's making excuses up is complete rubbish, right? He has been in first team training with that squad since August. Yeah, August, right? So let me say this, yeah. I've said to you all week, you know this. I've sent you private voice messages and I've put them in the group chat that we're in, yeah, right? I've said this all week. And I've said it on the stream. Give it to Freddie until we find a manager. Having seen that today, no, thank you. Go and find one now. Yeah, I don't care whether it's one game. Don't care. His starting 11 was the same as the last managers, if not worse. Yeah, his subs were worse than the previous managers. Yeah, and people are saying I'll give him time. No, I ain't giving no one time. Yeah, I've had 15 years without a title. I want a title. Yeah, I ain't got time. What are we waiting for? What, we want to be sat here bantered off like Liverpool for 20 odd years without a title? Yeah,
and it's heading that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, it's over halfway to that.
Yeah,
about giving him time. No, I ain't giving no one time. Yeah, we're a big enough football club with a load of money sat in the bank, £250 million sat in a bank account. If anyone doesn't believe that, go on the Google search and type in Arsenal cash reserves. It will come up with a website. You click on it, it comes up with the last annual accounts. It then tells you there's 230 odd million pounds sat in a bank account. Yeah, tells you that. Yeah, so we've got the money, we've got the income, we've got a all right-ish squad. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much. I just expect us to do better than drawing away to Norwich and drawing at home to Southampton and losing to Crystal Palace and drawing with Crystal Palace and losing to Brighton. Yeah, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but these teams we should be battering. Yeah, we've got the most expensive front four in the Premier League. Aubameyang, Pepe, Ozil, Laka. Do the maths, it's £240 million. Now name a more expensive front four. There ain't one. Not in the Premier League. Yeah, so I'm not expecting anything other than what we should get. We're Arsenal Football Club. We're moving like Barnet. Yeah, it's true.
True.
Yeah, so it's stop scrimping and scraping. Take 30 million out of that. Yeah, and go and get a manager. Phone up Atletico Madrid and say, yep, we want your manager. We're going to pay you £40 million compensation and we're going to pay him £20 million a year. Bring your staff with you, bruv. Yeah? Watch how quick Simeone gets the next flight. Yeah? Promise him the earth. Promise him that you're going to give him £100 million in the summer. Yeah? Promise you're giving him £60 million in the January window. Yeah? Watch how quick he will bin this bang average squad. Do you seriously think Joe Willock wouldn't have been running back under Simeone? Yeah? Because I see you saying, my man would have had him pinned up there. Mesut Ozil doing this, dropping the stats that I just read out there. He'd have him up there and he'd stick the fucking bonds on somebody else. Yeah? That's who we need. Go and get a proper manager. I'm sick and tired of this club taking the piss. Yeah? He's not doing enough in training. Well, that's a fair point. Yeah, that is a fair point.
And it has to be said, maybe that is the case. Because now two managers.
Because that's the only reason. Yeah, that's the only reason that two managers have not picked him. But if that is the case, then he's a disgrace. Sell him. Yeah? And this is the thing. Right? Knowing Arsenal, yeah, do you think they'll shell out the money? Well, no, they won't. But that's where our fan base sit here and go, oh, give them time. Give them time. How much more time do they need, mate? Yeah? I'm sick of waiting. We pay the highest ticket prices in world football. The football shirts are £70 a pop. Yeah? A membership at Arsenal is over 20 quid before you buy a ticket just to have the membership in your hand. Yeah? We're paying out left, right and centre. What are they doing? They kept a manager in a job for 8 years too long. Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, it ain't been built in 15 years either. And that's the reason we moved. Yeah? Let's move to the Emirates to compete with Europe's elite. We can't even compete with fucking Norwich.
And listen, I think all of it, I think we all have to bear in mind here is just after the game. and this is a reaction just.
No, trust me, I'll be saying this again tomorrow, Chick. Yeah,
I know you will, because I know you will, because you haven't calmed down yet. So I could always sure this is how you think.
No, because I'm a winner, mate. I've seen life before Arsene Wenger. I've seen life before Unai Emery, and I've seen life before Freddie Ljungberg. Yeah, I've seen life under proper managers. George Graham, Lee Dixon said this. Yeah, big up Lee Dixon. He said this on NBC. I watched it on YouTube last night. Yeah, it was a full half-an-hour interview with him, with Jules Laurent, a French journalist. Then they had Amy Lawrence phone up. I see she's had the carrot dangled from the Athletic that Ornstein works for, and she's fully gone with her knickers down their ankles. Yeah, and give me all of that Athletic money. Yeah, give me all of that. Yeah, and she never comes out with a right answer. She goes around the houses like Emery used to do and Wenger used to do. Yeah, the fact and reality is, I say what most people think, but they ain't got the bollocks to say it. Right now, at the end of the day, I am sick and tired of being told, give the manager time. No, because you know what? We have wasted so much time. And Lee Dixon said this, right? Word for word, I'm going to tell you what Lee Dixon said. He said, if George Graham came in now, bear in mind, George Graham is 75 years old as of yesterday, yeah? If George Graham came in now with that defence, he would get better performances out of that defence. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said he would lift that at least 25%. So why couldn't Arsene Wenger do that? Why can't Unai Emery do that? And why didn't Freddie Ljungberg do that today? Yeah, do you know why? Arsene Wenger originally, cool, but the last 3 years, Unai Emery, the last 18 months, yes, it's only one game for Freddie. Sorry, same mistakes, right? We'll go again on Thursday and we'll see what happens on Thursday. Bear in mind, this is a Brighton team that had more possession the other day against Liverpool. Yeah? Right?
All right. So let me ask you another question then. I asked you this question during the game, and I'll ask you this question now. If Freddie goes on to make a transformation and then suddenly produces results whereby Arsenal kick on, get top four, and win the Europa.
You asked me that. And I
know I did, but that was during the game.
Yes,
I'm asking you now that you're getting all this.
Let's be real here. It doesn't matter how much you love Freddie Ljungberg, and listen, I love Freddie Ljungberg. I remember Freddie's debut. I remember dyeing my hair red with the strip down my head because I loved Freddie Ljungberg. I'm not even lying. Come on, I even look Swedish, bruv. Right? But at the same time, it doesn't matter how much you idolized Freddie Ljungberg as a player. The fact and reality is, it doesn't matter how much of an Arsenal fan you are, how much you love Freddie Ljungberg. There ain't no way in a million years we are getting top four with him. Yeah? Or any manager that comes in this season, by the way. Right? There ain't no way we are winning the Europa League. Have you seen the teams that are about to drop out the Champions League?
I know.
Yeah? What, and you think we're going to win it? Yeah? Go and employ Diego Simeone. Phone up Atletico Madrid. We want your manager. We'll put a £50 million package together to buy him out and pay his first year's wages. Yeah, do it. If you want to be a big club and you want to watch proper players, yeah, running around for each other, trying for each other, then he is the only elite manager out there. It doesn't fit the Arsenal way. What's the Arsenal way? Bending over like Katie Price and going, yeah, give it to me, baby. Yeah. What's the Arsenal way? The Arsenal way, bruv, is 1-0 to the Arsenal. That's the Arsenal way.
That's the Arsenal way, exactly.
I would fully take the Arsenal way.
Because people say is the Arsenal way is the Wenger way.
Yeah. That's because nobody watched it before that. Because they weren't in that lifetime, and I get that. I understand that. It's all about what era you were born. Big up J Rob, by the way. Chigley disappointed. Simeone, get him in. That was a donation he put in about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, apologies.
That's right. I see it. I'll scroll back to it, But listen, I grew up under the George Graham era. So did McManus, who's in the chat, and a few others, yeah? Right? It was boring 1-0 to the Arsenal. Do you think, right? And you ask any Liverpool fan that's of my age, yeah, and Chig's age, right? You ask any Liverpool fan that says, when we won in Anfield in '89, not one Liverpool fan thought we would win that because they were the best team in Europe, yeah? They were the most attacking team in Europe, and they had the best defence in Europe. We had to go there and win 2-0. I know people that were at that game. Arsenal fans, yeah? Arsenal fans were being cheered out of Liverpool. Well done, yeah? Because nobody expected it. That manager masterminded that. Yeah. Now look at the last 5 years at this football club. We can't even mastermind getting a win at Norwich. Yeah.
So depressing.
It is. So when people sit there going, "Oh, you need to wait, you need to calm down and be patient." No, I'm sick of being patient. Yeah, go and get a proper fucking manager. Yeah, go and get some. I'd take George Graham back now because guess what? He's better than Freddie. He's better than Emery. He's better than Wenger for the last 3 years. Yeah, and he'd sort that defense out straight away, even with them dead players. Yeah, we have allowed a manager to walk off to Tottenham, and our muggy fan base is sitting there going, "But he's finished. He's finished." Yeah, guess what? Guess what? Are they still above us in the league?
They are now.
Were they below us when he took over 2 games ago? Yeah. Does anyone think he ain't getting them top 4 this season? Because trust me, I'll put money on it now he gets top 4. Yeah, I will put money on it. What did I say to you in a group chat, Chig? I said he will fully turn Dele Alli into a Frank Lampard. Goals, 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 goals. I told you that when he took over, yeah? My man scored 3 goals in 2 games. Yeah?
I could even believe he could get them into the top 4.
But people say he disrespected us. Guess what? Arsene Wenger blamed the fans for performances. Is that not disrespecting us? Unai Emery blamed the fans for poor performances. Is that not disrespect? Hector Bellerin's done it. Yeah? So because Jose's done it, Jose said he'd never go to Tottenham. Does anyone care now that he's won 3 games in a row at Tottenham, that he's their manager? I ain't found a single Spurs fan that don't want him there now. Whereas when he took over, it was a 50-50 split.
It was a 50-50 split, yeah.
Go and find a Spurs fan that don't want Jose at their club now. You
Look at Expressions. Expressions has completely changed his mind.
He's done an Usher, bruv. Yeah? He's done an Usher, yeah? And listen, he's gassed. And why wouldn't he be? He's one of the best managers in world football at his football club. They'll win something under him. They will get top 4 under him this season. Yeah? Whether Leicester win or not today, Tottenham will get top 4 and they will win a trophy, and they have got a better chance to win a league title under that manager than we have under Freddie, Wenger or Emery. Yeah? So at the end of the season, when they get top 4 and all these Arsenal fans that listen to certain other fans in the fan base giving it, "Oh yeah, well, we don't want him, he's finished, and oh, let's get Poch." No, let's not get Poch. He's
the head of the fan base. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's call it.
Let's call it. Yeah. Right? A lot of people live on certain fans' every word. Yeah. And if that fan says it or this fan says it, they go, "Oh, well, actually, I think that now." I'll give you a perfect example, yeah? Lewis Dunk. I said in April about Lewis Dunk, innit?
You did.
I got destroyed on Twitter, yeah? Certain fan comes out with "Let's get Lewis Dunk" and does a video about it. All of a sudden, everyone wants Lewis Dunk. I sit here and laugh at you people, man. Because you know what? You don't give a fuck about Arsenal, yeah? You don't care about Arsenal. Yeah, you're not Arsenal fans. You're Wenger fans or that person fan. Yeah,
or that person's fan.
Football club, and everything I say is for the better of this football club, ain't for me. Yeah, because you know what? I'm going to get a lot of heat today about what I said about Freddie. I don't care, because for the better of this football club, I don't want him as my manager. Yeah, go and get a fucking manager. We've allowed Klopp to fuck off to Liverpool because he nearly relegated Dortmund. Oh no, Wenger, let's keep Wenger. Yeah, it's true. Then, oh no, we can't have Pep. Oh no, we don't want Pep. No, he used to be at Barcelona and we don't like Barcelona. Fucking mugs, a lot of them. Yeah, mugs. And now we've allowed Jose to fuck off to that lot. Watch when they win something. Yeah, I'm coming for all of you people. Yeah, coming for every single one of you about he's finished. Jesus Christ.
And with
Anyway,
all your swearing,
baby.
With all your swearing, I'm coming for you when I get struck. You should say that. Anyway, that pretty much. I can't add to that. I can't even add to that. So
there's only one manager. The 4 best managers. Sorry, let me finish on this. The 4 best managers in world football. Yeah, not in any particular order. Klopp, Pep, Jose, and Simeone. Yeah, we've allowed 3 of them to go to other clubs. Don't let the 4th go and get Simeone.
Bro, I said it to you last week. I said it to you. I don't understand. If we're really about this life, you go and get Simeone.
Yep.
Because also Atletico are 5th, right? And some people will say, "Oh, well, doesn't that show that they're not that Simeone and that great?" But my man's been there for time. Maybe he just needs a new challenge.
He's won 7 trophies, yeah, including a league title against the 2 biggest teams in the world.
Yeah.
He's won a Europa League trophy. By the way, knocking us out in the semi-final. Yeah. Come on. He's up against the two richest and biggest clubs in world football, and he won a league title. Yeah. Anyone think he's not any good? Oh, but he's too defensive. Yeah. Guess what? We can't defend. Jesus Christ, what's the matter with these people?
Big up to McManus. Yes, it was boring 1-0 to the Arsenal when Graham was manager. But you know what? I'd gladly go back to those days all day long if it meant 3 points.
Just reading this comment.
100%. 100%. Big up to Scott Saint, or Scott Bryant, I should say. Is Bruce Rios still available? Is he still available? You know,
Dean as well, saying once again, Lee spot on. We needed Jose. Couple up from that. But listen, I just say, and Kenny Ken's in the same camp as me, yeah, right, and Claude, right.
Big up to you.
We only say stuff because we think it's for the benefit of the football club going forward. Yeah, we don't say stuff just to get clicks. Do you think I've sat on that watch along cussing Freddie off? Yeah, just to get views. Yeah, because I'm going to get abused, mate. Yeah, I'm going to get abuse. My most viewed video, by the way, for people that sit there and think that, oh, you only do it to get clicks, to get views. My most viewed video is the day that we agreed a deal for Nicolas Pepe. Yeah, go and have a look. It's on 55, 58K. That's my most viewed video on my channel. Yeah. After that, I think the next one was the open letter from Dennis Suarez saying that he's leaving. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so random that one.
And I weren't even going to do that video. And I thought, fuck it, I'll do it. It's on 55K. The next one was that Edu was coming in as technical director. So the top 3 viewed videos that total 160,000 views off 3 videos here are nothing to do with having a pop or saying anything outlandish or against the grain. Yeah. I say what I think. And I say what I think for the better of this football club. I've seen life before this muggy fucking set of fans. I'm sick of it. Sorry. I've seen life before this muggy set of fans that will sit there and get Freddie out trending before kickoff. Yeah. That will sit there and go, oh, yeah, but Mesut Ozil outlasted Emery. Yeah. Ozil is gargantuan. Yeah. How about you're a nonce? Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to zip it. I'm going to zip it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Right. So the McManus, Dean, Scott, I appreciate your donations. Thank you. And as far as I know, Bruce Riop is still available. Just putting it out there.
So is Terry Mill.
But thank you so much to everyone watching. Almost 300 people watching us live at the moment. Please hit that subscribe button. When are you doing your play ratings?
I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. I'm just going to chill for a bit and then do it later on. Yeah, man. All
right. So, guys, if you haven't already, please do go subscribe to Lee Gunner's channel. It is literally self-titled, Lee Gunner. So you can pick that up as go subscribe to him. You're close to 32K now, aren't you?
No, just over 31. Got 31.
Oh, just over 31. Okay.
Yeah, go hit that. 1,500 subs and 940,000 views in the last 30 days. Well, in November, sorry. Wow. So, yeah, nearly 1 million on views and 1,500 plus subs. Okay. So, yeah, man, it's been good. It's been good in terms of traction and in terms of how it's going. It's not been good in terms of Arsenal.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that's with an international break as well. So,
me personally, I started today 250 away from my target. I'm now 214 away from my target.
Nice. So
please do hit that subscribe button. Get me to 7K before Christmas. That's the aim.
What do you mean before Christmas? Listen, by the time we get bantered off again on Thursday, bruv, you'll be on 37K. Like,
who
Jacker again? I'm just like done already.
West Ham's next Monday, isn't it? Not
tomorrow. Monday. Yeah, so we've got Thursday. Random kickoff time, like 7:15 or something.
Who is it? Brighton at home.
Brighton at home on Thursday. Why? Why Thursday?
It's such a weird day to have it on a Thursday. Yeah. It's like, all right, let's have it on Thursday. Who knows? It's against your team. You fancy doing us a favour?
I might even wear my glasses for that one. Like, yeah.
Right. So, hopefully we'll get a result against Lee Gunner's team, Brian.
Can I just read this comment before we wrap up? Because this guy is so desperate for me to see it, bruv. He's put it in there about 20 times. Lee eye-shamed Ozil. Yeah, guess what, bruv? My man's eyes are that big. How didn't he see Aubameyang clean through, bruv?
Yeah. So funny enough, I did highlight his because I didn't know if it was like because he started off the show by saying, "Lee, do you remember me?" And I thought when I pinned that,
Yeah,
you didn't say anything.
Wait, you know
I
what?
thought, okay, it must
You
be
know
a
what?
bad.
I'm just going to fully block him because my man's had about 100 different channels. So thanks for your comments. It's time to say goodbye. He's gone. So yeah. Anyway, listen. Thanks for coming on the watch along earlier. I appreciate that, mate.
All right, no
still
problem. Thank you for coming back on here. Appreciate that. So, guys, make sure you catch Lee Gunner's show. Watch along. We'll be on later. Where I'm hoping, possibly, he may have calmed down, but who knows? He'll start talking about it again. I think he'll go off for one. So, you never know. We'll be back again on what, Thursday?
Thursday, man. Yeah.
Yeah, good to go. So
Yeah,
Thursday, we'll be back again talking about it, and we're in the Christmas period now. So it's going to be game after game. You're going to see our mugs game after game working. So prepare yourself for it.
And guess what? We work harder than half that squad, bruv.
Right. I know. All right, my guys. We're out of here. Take care. And Lee?
Go and get a manager. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because
I'm going to say Freddie out.
No, I'm not going to say it. But nah, go and get a manager. Go get a manager.
We out of here. Peace.